what's going on. Post-fight reaction to the fuckery that took place last night. There's a lot going on. Alright, we gonna start with UFC. Michael. We're gonna start with the main card. Kevin Holland versus Michael Chiesa. Well, that fight, it didn't go down exactly as I thought. Chiesa would put up more of a fight, but he kind of like wilted a little bit under Kevin Holland's pressure. Kevin Holland that came in there and he was just throwing pressure and backing up against the cage, throwing big shots. And Michael Chiesa just seemed a little lost, like he was like, probably because he's been out for a little while, so timing is a little off. He just didn't. And then altitude, everybody kind of was looking kind of, the whole card, I know this is the second card at altitude, and it was almost as if just everything was just off. All the fights, the ending, it was just, I don't know. Then the Derek Lewis Rodrigo fight, the Lima fight, Derek Lewis came in there with a flying knee, hit him, boom, got his ass up out of there with the quick, fast, and in a hurry. And so it ain't much to break down with that. Hit him with a knee, he dropped, ground and pound, took his pants off, started acting crazy. I thought he was going to retire because he was taking his gloves off, but he was saying his contract is up, so if the UFC want him back, you know what I'm saying, they got to come with that bread, so we see. So we gonna see how that go. And we got the Bobby Green versus Tony Ferguson fight. That was a good fight. That was a good little scrap. Tony was looking alright in the first round. Dropped Bobby Green. It was like the same thing like the Chandler fight. The first round, he looked alright. He looked good. He looked like, oh shit, like Tony Ferguson is back a little bit. Tony Ferguson's back. And then he wasn't back. I thought Bobby Green was going back to the Slauson swap meet. I'm not gonna lie. I see him getting touched up. I'm like, this is not gonna last. He's going back to the swap meet by the end of today. But he started like getting back into the groove a little bit, started getting into a better groove, touching up Tony. Tony was still there though. He was working, throwing them shits. He was still fighting back, still coming forward like Tony do. He's still durable relatively, but he just ain't. He don't got it no more. It's over. I still didn't actually like watch the Barrero versus Yan fight. I'm gonna watch it. I know it was it a split decision, close fight, but I haven't watched the fight yet. So I'm gonna probably watch that and post it up probably tomorrow. The Dustin Poirier Gaethje fight, it was a close first round, good fight, close first round. Dustin Poirier, I think, was getting slightly a little bit better of Justin Gaethje with the hands. I mean, he's better, more defensively sound. Got a little bit better of crisper technique, so he was kind of edging Gaethje out when it comes to the striking. That was good. So Gaethje was kind of doing his thing. He caught him with I think it was a little straight right hand. Gaethje eye was fucked up. I'm like, oh my god. Gaethje kept thinking at his eye, and then he caught him with another shot in that round. I think it hurt Gaethje for a little bit, but Gaethje recovered or whatever, so that was good. So, but I edged the first round of Poirier. Second round came around Gaethje. Caught Dustin Poirier with a head kick. I was like, he threw like 2 head kicks prior to that, and Dustin blocked it. I remember one specifically he threw, and Dustin, I think it was 2 prior to that, and Dustin blocked it. But this one, it was just like, that's the last thing I was expecting. It's a fucking head kick from Dustin Gaethje. He doesn't throw many head kicks. I've watched almost all his fights. Back in the day at World Series of Fighting, he was more crazy, so he would probably throw out a head kick more often back then. But since in the UFC, I could probably count on one hand how many head kicks he's thrown. He's probably thrown like 4 or 5 of them in his whole UFC career. No more than 10. He hasn't thrown more than 10 head kicks in his whole UFC career. I can honestly say that. And to land that shit on Dustin Poirier, and it didn't even land, it didn't even like go through. It wasn't one of those like Leon Edwards head kick. It was just enough impact to knock Dustin Poirier out, which is weird. I didn't expect that. So Dustin Poirier's head kick hit the canvas. fight's over. You know, he had some good scraps last night. It was a lot of results I was not expecting. Kevin Holland, I thought he would win, not like that. Derek Lewis, I figured he would win first round, but I didn't expect it to be from a knee. He'd been throwing knees for a while. He had to catch somebody with the shit. Bobby Green fight, I see him kind of going like that. I thought Tony was going to do okay, but I thought Bobby Green was going to piece him up. The Dustin Gaethje fight, I had Dustin Poirier winning, and I picked him to win, so that kind of shocked me. The Pereira-Yan fight, I thought Pereira was going to win, but by a first round knockout, I didn't expect him to win by split decision. I got to look at that fight, see how he pulled it off. But that was pretty much a UFC card, the fights. Yeah, that's the end of my UFC 291 breakdown. Like and subscribe. I'll be back to y'all with another one. Let's go.